Okay, so greetings, this is Eduardo Jumbo. In this tutorial, we will transform DOM change event styled content for new windows in JavaScript. Of course, it's brought to you by jumboshop.com Learning JavaScript Course. So just to let you know that in this particular tutorial, we'll be using the change method. This is continuation of the DOM events in JavaScript. So as you can see here, you can use it's the onChange event. This triggers when a form element is changed. For example, if it's an input box, if you change it, that's when this event will be triggered. So whatever the element is, then you can do it onChange and then the name of your functions. But in this case, we're going to create a dynamic function, meaning we don't need to actually create the function to call it with the onChange, but you can if that's the preferred method. And as usual, you can click here to expand the source to get all the code snippets. Here's a screenshot of the input. It's clipped off at line 24. That's fine. And in the next screenshot, it continues from line 25 to 29. And also there, this is the output where you see the pop-up window here. You see the input boxes. Now, this particular code snippet will work for both of the input. It doesn't matter what input types they are. So for example, this one is a text box. This is a number box. And I also added a little area down here. So you whenever the change event occurs, it will output here to the bottom. Here's a screenshot of the inspector, so you can see what the actual code looks like. And then, of course, this is the video watching. You should be watching live. And before we begin, I just want to let you know that JavaScript is open source, follows the MScript standard, license standard W3 software license, allowing commercial use, modification, distribution, and making derivatives proprietary. Before we begin, quick reminder that every Friday you can join a live stream. And you can ask questions, participate. Just simply go to jumbo.com for details and instructions. For example, if we go to jumbo.com, you see it's a sticky. So the next Friday in the WordPress series is going to be about creating your own custom starter themes. So you just go there, and on this Friday it will be on YouTube at 8 p.m. So if you can join, you can participate if you have a YouTube account. Otherwise, you can still participate by simply going here, and as you can see, you can just watch it live right on jumbo.com instead. And as I promised in the last tutorial, I said that if you scroll all the way to what I did is in the footer, you see I added the channels now. So if I say I'm on Odyssey, Rumble, BitChute, or YouTube, you can simply just go to the footer and you'll be able to follow my channels there. So in this particular case, we're doing a live stream on Rumble. So if you're on Rumble, you can join. I'll try to make it specific days similar to YouTube. Right now, I'm still trying to set the times during the week. But once I do that, then maybe different days will be on specific channels. Okay, so now we can head over to jumboshop.com, and I've logged into my account, and you see this under paid content. I have 3 of them. There's Learning PHP course, Learning Python course, and Learning JavaScript course. So in this particular case, I'll click on the Learning JavaScript course, and it remembers where I am. You see this is the table of contents, multiple chapters. And this is the way we left off in the object one, which is chapter 8, and specifically page 29, which is the object decoration. So you can simply go back to the, if we go up here, you can simply go here, you see expand, and you can simply copy this code right into the web IDE. So this is jumboshop.com Learning JavaScript Course web IDE, is what we'll be using for this. And as usual, you can see the compile thing. So when you type in your code here, you click compile, and then if it's going to a console, it will output here. Otherwise, for example, if you do an alert, it will do a pop-up, but I'm not doing an alert. I'm just doing a new window, so the new window will pop up up there. Okay, so just to show you that you can copy paste, I'll copy the comments and I paste them in here. Okay, then I finally change the screenshot and the code snippet to use NW instead of writing the long word new window, but you can use whatever variable you want. So in pen, now height equals 200, width equals 400, status equals yes, to bar equals no, menu bar equals no, and location equals no. Okay, new window content. So right now, if I compile this, you see it just opens up a blank window. That's not very, I mean, it's fine for learning, but there's nothing there. So what I'll do is I'll put some content in there, create a div document.create element. And to save time, what I'll do is I'll just use the div inner HTML. I'll use the template string, put everything on a new line just so say be sure to check out yes, this is why I like using template strings, because I can use a single or double quote. I don't have to escape them. You write a span for the courses and to leave a donation, click. Oops. https jumbo.com/donate. Here, close off the hyperlink and close off the span, close off the paragraph. On the new other one line, you just say form and input type equals text, name equals fname, and placeholder. So a placeholder will show if the field is empty. I'm going to give it a value. So obviously it won't be empty initially. Type equals number, name equals age, placeholder equals your age. I'll give it a value. And finally, this one is actually not needed for this tutorial, but just to keep it consistent from previous tutorials. And finally, just close off the form. And then below the form, I'll put the emphasis. It's going to be empty, but this is where the output will be on the change event. And let's put a style, span, color, red, font weight, bold, close off the style. And finally the template string. And then once again, if you're using a very secure browser or it's giving you problems, you will need this part. You need to create a meta tag. And then you put meta.http equiv equals content security policy meta.content template strings again, and default source self semicolon, and then script self unsafe inline template string, close that off. Then I'm going to comment mine out, but then you also need to add it to the head section. So head.append child meta. I commented mine out, but if you do need it, just uncomment that if you're having issues. For both the style, especially when you have an external style sheet, you will definitely need that. So I've appended, oops, I spelled, it's very case sensitive. Child, yeah, there we go. Then this is the, so query selector all my form. By the form ID, you see the form ID was my form. Then I want the inputs, and I use for each function and that add event listener, and we want change function event dot document dot query selector. So get the emphasis tag in HTML. I'll use template strings here. The old value, or I should have said the initial value for, I want to grab the name because you see we have two of them. One is F name, the other one is age. So if you had more input boxes, you would need to know which one is which. This is just for this tutorial, but I want to grab the name. So we'll say dot name was dot old value. Old value is for very old browsers, but this now you have to use default value. Template string and that. Close off everything, and now we should compile this. Hopefully I didn't make any mistakes. Yes. So far. So this is our pop-up. As you can see, I'll put it here. So you see it says Edward and 23. What happened to the submit button? I don't know why that's not showing. For some reason this, oh, I forgot to close it off. So let me close this and see if we can fix this. Okay, now if we compile this, yeah, the submit button is here. So because I didn't close off this value, this is one of the problems with HTML, is when you make mistakes, instead of posting an error, the browsers try to be smart and continue, which is a problem because I clearly made a mistake. They should not have continued until I fix the problem. Okay, so you see this is Edward and this is 23. So for example, if I change this to Ed, you see it says the old value for F name, which is this one, it was Edward. Now you see this one, it says 23. Let's change it to say 33. And you see then it says the old value for age was 23. So that's the change event. For input box, it has to be a form. Because that's the only place that change events occur. For example, if I was to, you see this word be sure, this is just a paragraph. So if I would change this, I don't know how you change it. I guess I would have to use JavaScript. Then the change would not occur on the P tag, the paragraph tag. It has to be a form element, form input box, not input, but there's also text areas in order for the changes to occur. It could be a select drop down. It could be a checkbox. No, checkbox no, because checkbox is just a click. But yeah, it has to be something where a user can input something, or a drop down where you select something, like you select something different. Okay, so that's just to let you know that of course if you make a mistake, so we can close this. If you make a mistake or you can clear, see if you clear, you see everything clears in there, you can continue typing new content if you wish. Okay, so let's go back to the article. So the article can be found at ojambo.com/javascript-dom-change-event. As I said again, you can simply copy and paste the code snippet here. You can look at the screenshot of what it's supposed to look like if you're using the ojamboshop.com Learning JavaScript Course web ID. Of course, you're free to use your own IDE or text editor and a web browser instead. Again, just a reminder that every Friday I'll be having a live stream at 8 p.m. Eastern. You simply go to ojambo.com for details and instructions, as you see open up here. So this coming Friday, which is the March the 7th, 2025 at 8 p.m. I'll show you how you can generate your own custom starter theme for WordPress. And I said again, so you just click here on the link and it take you to YouTube if you want to watch live on YouTube, and log in and you can participate question and answer, or you can simply click here and right now obviously it's not live, it's going to be live on that date, 7th of March 2025. And of course, I'm promoting the Learning JavaScript course, which is on ojamboshop.com. The reason for this entire tutorial, all you need is a web browser. It's available 24/7. There's just a one-time fee, and there are no subscriptions. And I have the book version of the course. It's available on Amazon. The links are in description. There's a paperback version, which is a paper or hard copy, not hard copy, it's a soft copy, I guess. It's a physical copy, and then there's the ebook version. The difference between these two is that the course comes with, as you saw, the IDE and the compiler right in your web browser. The book version does not. You need to supply your own IDE and web browser to follow along. Well, even with the course, of course, you don't have to use the built-in web IDE. You can obviously use your own, your own IDE, text editor, and web browser. So there's also, if you do enjoy this, please consider supporting me. There's several ways. One is you can purchase one of my WordPress Jumbo.com plugins. Right now I have the customer sets price, where you can actually go and set the price to whatever your heart desires, and get it on Jumbo.com. Getting one of my programming courses, for example, it's not just JavaScript. I also have Python and PHP, all available on JumboShop.com. I also have publication. For example, I've just talked about the paperback on Amazon. Learning JavaScript. There's also Learning JavaScript ebook on Amazon. There's also Learning Python ebook on Amazon, and Learning PHP ebook on Amazon. And finally, you can also you can donate. Just go to Jumbo.com donate. You can click up here as well, just in the header. You can go there to take you to the donate page. There's another way you can also support me, and that is jumboservices.com, where I do provide you with anything on your request. Maybe you want a custom website. Maybe you want help integrating. Maybe it's a payment processor. It could be PayPal, Stripe. There's so many different ones. Yeah, I can help you with that. Maybe it's logistics or shipping. It could be FedEx, UPS, USPS, Canada Post, Australian Post. It doesn't matter. I can help you integrate those into your website, or another custom logistics. Or it could be a chat, a live chat. Maybe you want to build your own live chat. I can help you with that as well. And that also, I also do applications. It could be for Android, iOS, desktop, for example, for Windows, Linux, Mac, or just cross-platform. You can do that as well. And obviously, I also do one-on-one tutorials online. You could do databases, SQL, SQLite, Oracle, MariaDB, MySQL, and other databases, even maybe a flat one. If you we can even do the NoSQL databases. I can help you with that. All programming. As you saw, the programming, there's JavaScript, Python, PHP, and then many others. C++, Rust, C, yes, C, and our other languages, Java, and all the Java types like Groovy, all of those type of languages. Can help you with that as well, tutorials. So just go to jumboservices.com. So I haven't been on jumboservices.com in a while, so let's go to Jumbo Services before we close up here. So your jumboservices.com, you see there's websites here, applications. You see Swift, that's another programming language. Maybe if you do want to learn how to program yourself, it could be maybe even for office suites. Could be OpenOffice, LibreOffice, Microsoft Word, or others. Help you with that. They'll help you understand programming. Spreadsheets especially are very simple to do, and comma-separated files. And of course, there's apps here, there's websites, there's tutoring. You simply go to the contact page, you fill out the information, and get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Thanks.